After 39 messages in my inbox urging me to share my story, here I am. My half-sister, Heather, and I have never really gotten along. We're both 24, born just 20 days apart, and our family history is complicated. My father left my mother for Heather's mother, which has always made things weird between us. To make matters worse, Heather's mom has a strong dislike for both my mom and me. Because of that, our relationship has always been strained. Heather has this habit of trying to one-up me, even though we come from similar backgrounds. I could share examples, but I'll spare you the details for now. Recently, my fiancé and I got engaged, and we planned our engagement party for Saturday. Initially, we envisioned a casual formal event, nice dresses, but nothing too extravagant. Just the kind of attire you'd wear to a nice restaurant. Then my cousin reached out to show me something. It was a picture of the dress Heather intended to wear. Oh my God. The dress was nothing short of opulent. Long white, strapless, adorned with crystals and golden accents. It looked like a wedding dress, and I was furious. So I thought, no way am I letting her steal my spotlight. I quickly texted everyone to announce a change of plans. Instead of a casual formal gathering, I declared it a costume party. My mom's side of the family loves Halloween, so they were all in. I informed my dad and asked him to relay the message to Heather and her mom, fully aware he might forget or wait until the last minute. Saturday arrived, and guests started showing up in costumes. Some didn't have time to prepare, so we provided fun hats and cheap wigs. Heather, along with my dad and her mom, arrived about an hour late. The moment she walked in and saw everyone in elaborate costumes, her face fell. She quickly realized she didn't stand out at all, and that's when the meltdown began. My fiancé even told her that her bride dress looked amazing for a cheap costume, which sent her over the edge. She stormed out in tears, and both her mother and my father scolded me for being childish. They insisted I should have told Heather myself instead of relying on my dad. For context, my fiancé dressed as Bubbles, and I went as Mojo Jojo. My mom and aunts were decked out as ABBA, while other memorable costumes included Luffy and Zorro, Ian Malcolm and John Hammond, and even Jesus. Now, some of you might wonder why I invited Heather in the first place. It's one of those complicated family dynamics where not inviting her would have caused more drama. I wanted to keep the peace, especially with my father. Not inviting Heather and her mom would have forced him to choose sides, and I knew he wouldn't choose me. But as I reflected on it, I realized he likely wouldn't have chosen me anyway, which is why I decided to cut them off. Some might say I let her win, but that's not the case. The goal was to undermine Heather's intention. She wasn't just dressed nicely, she wore a wedding dress to my engagement party. I'd rather flip the script than let her smugly sit at the table in that dress. And to those fixated on the cheap wigs, it's worth noting that only a few guests wore them. It didn't matter, we had a blast. After Heather left, I didn't think about her again until days later. I have no regrets about the costume party. In fact, I wish I'd thought of it sooner. Lastly, this isn't a karma warring repost. I shared this story before on another platform, and just had to wait 2 weeks to post it here. Oh, and for the record, the woman in the picture isn't Heather, nor is it the dress she wore. I just found a similar image to illustrate my point.